Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. This message is focused on the energy of April 2023. People tend to associate April with the archetype of Aries, and I see Aries as symbolizing the eternal I am, the unconditioned awareness, the inner light, the pure sound of creation that is acting through the head and acting through the mind. So Aries can symbolize initiating something new and all the activities that take place in the mind and in the head, like all those impulses of energy. It can symbolize intelligence. It's an energy that's connected to the spirit, the inner heat, the inner fire, inner passion. So it can be associated with spiritual growth, inner purification, inner change and outer change, taking action, not just mentally, but also physically. And I feel like this has a lot to do with inner speech as well, being aware of your inner speech. When the spirit influences the mind, or when a higher intelligence influences the mind, then there's a passion that creates an impulse for change that aligns with that inner self. It's like being clothed with new spiritual ideas and experiencing outer change to match the inner change that you've been working on or developing. Aries represents the energy of a new year, so it's symbolic of a new year. When a new light shines upon your world, or where there's some kind of renewed sense of awareness of something, a new sense of vitality, a new sense of life. This energy symbolizes wisdom, intelligence, romance, courage, feeling energized. And with Jupiter in Aries, I would see this as an expansion of the spirit, initiating action through the head, through the mind, and through communication by inner passion. So creating that like inner passion and acting upon the communication that you're receiving or the guidance that you're receiving. So this could be connected to inspiration, intuition. Jupiter in Aries, along with the sun, can symbolize a focus on morals, intelligence, and your individuality, and how those morals and intelligence of the self relates to the collective. This could also be an expansion of your capacity to learn and to develop. So it could be a good time to do some meditations where you're developing inner heat through your breath, through focus and visualization. It's also a good time to focus on positive inner speech to channel the incoming energy and passion in a positive way. The energy of April takes place right after spring equinox, which could be seen as a balancing point and then also a new beginning, where there's new light shined upon a situation or something brought to your awareness, clarity, inspiration, understanding, guidance, solutions, answers, something that helps you to move forward. And with this energy of April, I think there's a focus on connection and expansion, which leads to greater liberation. And liberation would mean being freed from conditioning of the past by transforming contradicting ideas or opposing points of view from within. It's bringing pairs of seeming opposite conditions together from within in order to liberate that consciousness. And this is like an act of forgiveness. or forgiving inner separation by cleansing the impressions within the unconscious, guided by the inner self or your higher mind. And this is how we connect with the solar light within, or the inner light within. You may call it pure consciousness, your pure awareness, your eternal I am, spirit, consciousness. I think this is a natural process that happens automatically. And I also believe it's a process that we consciously participate in. This act of forgiveness from within ourselves and this reconciliation of pairs of opposites or things that seem to be contradicting. And as this happens, we free ourselves, not only free ourselves, but we free others. And this is what would bring consciousness beyond the level of duality and into a higher level of unity. And there are many levels of duality, many levels of unity, until we reach that point of absolute oneness, which would be that full union with our complete self, the eternal I am, the light, the spirit within us that we all share. It would bring consciousness into the greater shared experience of a collective. So it's like rising and expanding from a smaller world to a greater world. Or it's like rising and expanding from a state of ignorance, lack, confusion, into a state of wisdom, clarity, and peace. This could be a month where you feel more passion for life or feel more passionate about life. It could be a time where a connection is established and the communication or the information you receive from your inner self would become more clear. So the messages could become more clear, more direct, and easier for you to understand. And that connection would create expansion. It would mean clarity, increased guidance through inspiration and intuition. This could also be a time where people feel like they're at peace with the past and they're willing to completely forgive the past in order to be free and move forward. Especially with the energy of initiating change and the impulse of like inner heat and passion, that movement forward, it could feel as if it's easier to move forward around this time. And for those of you that are on Patreon, the monthly messages for April will be up today. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.